Today we're going to go through the steps and the processes of making an above-knee test socket, the plaster model way, which has been around for 80 or 100 years, kind of the way they've always done prosthetics in the past. Now we're getting into digitizing and carving. Still a lot of people do this, still very effective, a little more time consuming, and a lot of the people are losing the skill or the ability to do this because they don't do it anymore. But either way works well. We can do it either way here. And so in the next few videos you're going to see start to finish how to do it with plaster, how to do it with a carving, with a carver and a digitizer. So you're doing it on a computer, having it carved out and having the test socket pulled to do the fitting for the dynamic alignment fitting that the practitioner will do in their office.
But what we really want to know is what's under your arm.
Oh, this, I carry this wherever I go. This, oddly enough, this is a Dr. Marshmallow's limb defender. It's more than a protector, it's a defender. I keep these in my car because if there's ever a limb that's out there needing defended, that means they're in trouble. So we can jump into it at any given moment and run the defender to them. So we're on the offensive with the Dr. Marshmallow limb defender. I actually sleep on these. They're so soft and comfortable. We got rid of our mattress at home, and now we lay a blanket over these and just sleep on them. So if the phone rings 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, I've got one to take and defend one's limb.
So good offense is a better defense.
Dr. Marshmallow's limb defender.
I'm Dave from Coast to Coast Fabrication, an affiliate of OPC, and today we'll be showing you how we're going to strip an AK diagnostic check socket. So earlier on, we extended this socket to create a brim, so we'll have a little bit more to work with. What I'm doing now is getting off the cast. And as you can see, we added vermiculite earlier into the plaster to make it softer for the modifications we'll be doing. It takes a minute to do this.
We're going to modify the AK cast that was prepared by Dave Martin, our technician. We keep our Dr. Marshmallow's limb defender with us wherever we go because we love them so much. We use them everywhere. We think it's a great product. So we keep it right here all times. What we're going to do is we're going to create an initial seat and proper pressures and reliefs in this to hopefully make it fit properly. It'll be the first step in the diagnostic process of fitting a prosthetic limb. The practitioner that cast this did a wonderful job, gave us all the necessary measurements that we need to do the proper modifications to have a good fitting socket. So a lot of time and care was taken with the measurements. So here we go, we're going to start our modification process. I need to slow it down. So we've done a lot of the modifications where we take plaster off to create pressure areas. Now we're adding plaster to the plaster mold, which is really the oldest way we've ever done this. We've done this like this for, this field's done it for 80 years like this. So we've decreased the mold in areas that we feel the prosthetic leg can apply pressure to the residual limb to control it and to off-weight it. And then we're adding plaster in areas to give it reliefs where we don't think it can take pressures, and we're creating the top brim of it, and we'll create a distal femur relief, and we'll apply the distal attachment. At this point, I'm not sure what this one is. It's probably a lanyard. Is it a lanyard? And we'll attach the lanyard, and then we'll be able to pull a test socket over that, and then that's hopefully we can get it up to you for Wednesday, and that's what you'll be fitting. All right, this is the final part of doing the plaster work. We're going to put an attachment unit on. This is a lanyard device. This will be a strap that's a Velcro strap that holds the leg on very securely. This creates a void in the socket that we can actually put the real attachment device in. This is just a dummy, and that'll keep it so that you can interchange these if one breaks or if there's a problem, you can slide them in and out and it'll make an exact space for it. So we're just going to glue that on. This is used by our practitioners that are brand new at what they're doing, and we only allow the new guys to use these, and the guys that have been doing this a while, we let them use more high-end attachment. So we're trying to, am I going slow enough?
Mm-hmm.
We're trying to get this just in an alignment a starting alignment that will keep the patient stable and in the right amount of flexion. And this will all be redone during dynamic alignment by the practitioner. So this is just kind of a guess/starting point. There's always going to be a little bit of flexion in it. This will determine the end flexion with the pyramids. So this will have a pyramid attached to it, and that'll allow a little bit more final adjustment. The practitioner can make sure that the patient is as safe and comfortable as possible. So from here, we'll let this dry, and we'll pull a test socket, which you may see come to you, and you can actually fit this patient. So that's the final step of this process.
Hey, what's going on? Scotty here with Coast to Coast Fabrication. So we're going to continue on with the AK socket that Paul modded and our other tech, Dave, poured. So right now what we're going to do is going to pull a check socket. What we got here is a piece of 1/4 Vivac cut to the dimensions that were needed. What we do is we pull off one layer of this plastic stuff, this little sheath. We've actually got two of those, one on one side, none on the other now. A little clean off. The idea is that we're going to drape it. Put that on. So we're going to drape mold it just like this with the adhesive side on that. We're going to put it right down there, so when we pull it off later that we'll be able to get it off much easier from the cast. So we're putting it into the oven right now. Got it set around 350, 360, and yeah, it's going to take about 10 to 15 minutes, and we'll get back to you when that's all ready, and we'll show you how to drape mold the check socket. Now we're about to pull. So we got up here on the top shelf, little Vivac. Gonna come in. A little reverse mode, boom. And come right here, pinch that off, and come up top, stretch that there, make your seam. Boom. Turn in the mic. Cut that off. Boom. And the Dave trick, come here and just grab that, make that nice and smooth. Boom. We're gonna let that cool off. And we'll peel it off here in just a little bit. That's how you pull a Vivac check socket with a seam.